Hello guys, I'm Sebastian from Profil Prog. I'm talking with VULKAN from Sweden, a great Swedish band. How are you doing?
Really fine, really fine.
Fine in terms of the recent pandemic that's going on.
Yes, this
I've
is
been quarantined, well, self-quarantined in for about 3 weeks now. But I don't think I have the coronavirus really. I just have a cold.
yes.
So
And what is the situation in Sweden? Quarantine, you just told us.
uh, I guess it's the same in Sweden as it is everywhere else. Like you don't walk around in big
Crowds.
crowds out in the city, and all the concerts are cancelled, and you know, it's. I guess it's the same all over the world.
Yes, in France it's
Yeah.
also, and in Canada it's a disaster. All is cancelled,
Yeah.
but we must wait and talk about music, the best we can do. So let's talk about music now. If someone listening to VULKAN and had never heard of your band, how would you describe yourselves, your music?
It's always hard to describe the music you make yourself, but in terms of genre and stuff, but what should we call it? Heavy kind of progressive rock with what did you say? Specks of diamond dust, with also some pop into it, and it's a great mixture of the great bands we have listened to during our lives. So I
And
don't
you,
know.
Yeah,
and you, John, how would you describe your music?
I guess somehow we've gotten this label called heavy prog. I've never heard of that genre before, but apparently we're that. But if I should explain what we are, I guess we, as Jimmy said, progressive rock with a modern touch. It's not. We have some 70s, maybe even 80s prog influences, but I guess it's more like around 2000, that era, really.
Okay.
Like late 90s prog.
It's a good
Yeah.
introduction. Perfect. I must confess, your two albums, your previous album, just impressed me, and you just released in March, Technatura. How did it start?
It started with, first of all, we lost a few of our band members.
Not they didn't lose their life, so they
No,
just
no.
quit the band.
They quit the band for different various reasons. We're all friends. It's nothing, personal. And then we gained actually a new guitarist and a new bassist. And it started out like we rehearsed the old stuff, had a few gigs, and then a couple of months later, the guitarist Christian started to write new songs. I tried it out because
Pretty good.
he's a real genius, like a songwriter and a guitarist, and he plays drums and he can do it all. So we're really fortunate to have that man in our band. And then he hooked us up with his friend called Oscar. He's a bass player, and they've been friends forever.
Yeah,
So
they've been playing forever together, so they're tight
yeah,
together.
so it was a really smooth transition into the band because like they were already there, together. So, and usually we're not that hard
No.
to speak to.
Yes, and we can hear it in your album. My another question: is it different from your previous albums, and why?
I guess the main difference is Christian. He's actually writing most of the songs. Like if it's a whole song or if it's just different riffs, and we try it out in the rehearsal days and rewrite it. So if you look at Technatura, some of the songs are just completely written by him, and I guess it's half and half.
Yeah,
So,
something like that. No, and he came up with
huge
all of,
contribution.
say, the ground ideas, the like roots of all songs, and then we rehearse it to what it becomes.
And compared to Observance, how would it be different?
What did you say?
Compared to your previous album, Observance, how would it be different? Why is it different?
Yeah, it's this album is not a concept album. Both Mask of Air and Observance are concept albums where we try to keep a red line through the whole album. This time around, it's like every single song is one entity. So that's the main difference for me. Both with the lyrics and everything, it's every song stands for itself.
Even though lyrically, I guess overall the album it's thematic. I guess like we're talking about basically the same.
Yeah, it's almost the same things, but not like an entire story through the whole album. Difference.
For instance, for Observance, Jimmy actually wrote a script to like a story before we even wrote the songs. So we had the titles like the in the beginning, and we wrote songs from the titles. So even though the titles didn't become what they were from the beginning, but it was a different mindset. Like
yes, of course.
You had a title. Yes. Like, for instance, one of the songs were called Spider Rain, and which became the Looting, and we
trying to make it sound like spider rains.
Yeah. So how does it sound when it's raining spiders? You know?
Is this more mature? Is this more mature, artistically speaking?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it has more of a more punch this time around. It's more straight in your face, so to speak.
Of course.
But still, same volcanic sound. It still sounds like VULKAN. So. Okay.
Listening to it, it really sounds amazing, both musically and sonically speaking. How was the producing and recording processes?
The recording process, we went to a town nearby, about 100 km from Karlstad, called Örebro, and we rehearsed a lot before we went into the studio. So we had this idea to record it live, like the bass guitar and drums. So we were in the same room, and we were playing together just to have that feeling that we're a group playing this song. So we kind of bounce off each other and find that energy in it. And then we put layers on, and also we had our producer, who is really great to have with us because he's so musical and have different ideas, and he's helped us a lot with the melodies, the vocal melodies a bit, and also not so much with the song structures, like bits and pieces here and there, but
yeah, he has a great musical mind, so he can like pinpoint in this part and that part, so it's been a good help to have him as well. And we can focus on the playing part, and he can do the technical parts.
Yeah, so we had a week in Örebro doing the foundation of it, and then we were in Karlstad, where we lived, to do the rest of it, like percussion,
all the vocals,
and
all the add-ons as well.
Yeah, guest appearances, you name it.
I guess it took a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a long time.
2
As
years.
always, when we do something, it
Yes.
takes a lot of time. It has to be right.
Let's talk about your again about your two new members. Can you introduce themselves? The new two members, Christian.
Yeah. Christian, the guitar player. I played in for a short while in a local band in Karlstad, where we met. He played the bass and I played the drums in that band. And at that time, our previous guitarist in VULKAN quit the band, so I just asked him if he would be interested. And he loved that idea because he had been listening to VULKAN before and he liked the band, so he joined instantly, and he brought the other member as well, Oscar, the bass player.
Yeah, and
good job.
Christian he's all over the place. He's playing with different people all the time. Like I guess he's really broad-minded when it comes to music in general. He likes pop and he likes a lot of metal. Black metal. He's a metal guitarist. Like he's been playing that. I guess the main part of his life. He's a metal guitarist.
Yes.
And also
Oscar played metal for his
in a band called Deception for a while, and he's been playing. He's also a guitarist, I think.
Yeah, he played guitar in his first band, I think.
A great musician.
And So also we have gained another guy too, because our previous keyboardist, David, he quit also because he had a lot like on the side and he couldn't really continue, unfortunately. But we gained Olle Edberg, which is also a great guy, like a technical genius, can play everything. Like it feels like we're gaining all the great guys.
So it's a dream now for you with some great musician, best
like
team.
It's like a dream team,
Dream team.
Dream team, the Swedish dream team. There seems to be a concept around technology, Technatura. What can you tell us?
Yeah, it's the theme for the album. Like what we discuss a lot is how can you say this? The struggle between technology and nature, basically. How long mankind are willing to go to make it easier on themselves, but maybe that has a bad effect on nature and the environment around everything. So that's basically the ground foundation of this album, with how do you call it, consumption
frenzy.
And,
yes,
frenzy. And all kinds of stuff like Black Friday, and stuff like that.
And how important our phone is for us every day, and how much time we spend looking at it.
Yeah, in front
without
of the screen,
even thinking about it.
Right
every
now.
single minute.
But this is great in times of like these, and also like you can speak to everyone around the world. Of course, it's benefited a lot, but
yes,
the main issue is how far are we willing to go until we maybe lose ourselves.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not all bad. It's it's very good that you can have this kind of technology. So yeah, for instance, we can speak with each other. You sit in France and we sit in Sweden. We can talk to each other. That's the great way to communicate.
And
but all the social medias and all the what internet has brought is like fake news and dividing people into groups and stuff. So
like everyone can weather their opinion now, and is that good or is it bad? Like
yes, I understand. And somewhere the fear of the unknown. Where do we go now?
Yeah.
And if we think of COVID-19, it's
Yeah.
quite relevant, because where do we go now? Will it change our world, our way of living? Or
Exactly.
doing music?
Like only time will tell. We don't have any idea really. So just let's just wait and see.
It should be an eye opener in many ways, but.
And always look at the bright side of life.
Of course, always.
Always.
Monty Python.
The best.
Which bands did influence your music so far?
Of course, Tool is a huge inspiration. Mars Volta, Mastodon, Radiohead, Air.
In the beginning, it was a lot of Incubus.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
That was when we were young.
When that music was in
the alternative metal, the new metal, Incubus and stuff.
Yeah,
that's not it's not in our music today, but that's where we started.
I guess you can hear it a bit, but it's not our main influence really.
No.
I just listened to Technatura yesterday morning, and it made me think of Iron Maiden sometimes. With great riffs, you know.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's.
He will be glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, with the great riffs, strong riffs, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes clearly, no doubt. Lyrically and vocally, this is very strong.
Yeah, thanks.
A few words about you, a singer.
Yeah.
This is for you. A question for you. I just said I thought the music was very strong, vocally, lyrically. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. This is the best performance, I think, from all of us in the band so far. So this is, I think, the best music we have made so far, both vocally and instrumentally. So.
And also lyrically.
Yeah. We put a lot of time into the lyrics. Me and Johan wrote the lyrics together, and also three songs in Swedish. So if you want, you can have the translation or use Google Translate, so you understand what we sing in the Swedish songs as well.
Yes. Why singing in Swedish for the first moment in your career?
Yeah, we tried it on one song, and it felt very natural to sing in your native language, native tongue. So. We felt like we should do this on more songs, and we tried it on 2 other songs, and it fit perfectly for those songs. So I think we all feel like we will continue to make music in our native tongue as well, but we won't go away from the English song either. It's easier, you know, to say what you really mean in Swedish for us. Of course. So.
Yeah, English is really, because it's our second language. It's you can only express yourself to a point, really, until it sounds a bit stupid or weird, or you know.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And what future do you imagine for the band? What will be your dreams?
I don't know.
We don't know, but
our hopes is to play as much as we can outside of Sweden. Also in Sweden as well, of course. But there's a bigger stage for our kind of music down south in Europe, and also over the seas in America, and Latin America as well. So Sweden is not the big stage for this kind of experimental music, I think. It doesn't feel like it. So that's my hopes, at least, to play outside of Sweden and spread the volcanic words.
Yeah, like make people hear it, because we love it so much and we're really proud of it. We think more people should hear it. The music deserves it. Really.
You deserve it, really. No doubt
So,
at all.
yeah.
You deserve it.
So, we'll see after this
Crisis.
Promotion and press thing and see how it goes. If it goes well, we're lucky, that's a bonus. If it doesn't go well, we can say that we tried.
Of course.
So, yeah, but more music will come.
Of course. Before I let you go, I have a few more questions that only require one word answers. You wish not to answer, you simply say pass. Who is your favorite drummer?
Josh Freese.
Okay.
You know who it is?
No.
No?
I must confess, I don't know.
Google it.
Okay, I will do. And what is your favorite singer?
Maynard.
Sorry?
Maynard.
Okay.
It's Maynard Keenan too.
If there was one artist, dead or alive, you would love to play with, who would that be? Mm-hmm.
For me, Bo Hansson.
And you?
Okay. Never thought about that question. I'll just spit one out and say
Michael Jackson.
Why not?
I don't know. Tom
Steve
Waits.
Lukather played with Michael Jackson, so.
I'll say Tom Waits because he seems like an interesting guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
The song you wish you had written?
Okay. Yes. I'm also into Tool, so I guess Third Eye. That's weird.
Something with Mozart.
Okay. And your favorite track on Technatura?
Oh, there are so many. They switch from day to day, really.
Switch from that, but I say the current stage, this visual hex, the opener.
I'll say.
Me too.
I'll say the Royal Fallacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now close your eyes, make a wish. That's all. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. This was an honor to have you on Profil Prog, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. See you later. Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Bye bye.